So over the last few years I've tried to kind of transition my life in general to be more ethical, starting with my overhaul of my beauty collection to make it all cruelty free, and at the moment I am also trying to make my wardrobe more ethical as well. And while things about beauty is very easy to research, things to do with fast fashion and the way that clothes are being produced, both the ethical implications and the environmental implications of certain high street brands, are slightly less attainable to find. If you have any good sources, then please let me know. But to kind of avoid the shenanigans of accidentally buying something that I shouldn't be, I am buying a lot secondhand, because no matter what brand you're buying, if you're buying secondhand, you're recycling, and it is automatically a decent purchase because you're buying something that somebody else didn't need. At the moment I've just been using secondhand shops and eBay, and I very recently bought a load of summer things, so I thought I would share those with you. I might do a full video about this later, about what tips and tricks I have for buying things in secondhand shops and eBay. If you want to, there's a poll in the cards. Let me know if that's something that you would like to see. But when I've been buying secondhand, I've made sure that everything I've been purchasing is new, and specifically new with tags, meaning that everything here has had its tags and labels on, so I know that it hasn't been worn, washed, used by another person. I don't particularly mind buying used things when I'm at a charity shop, but if I'm buying online, I would like to have the option of having something that is basically brand new, that's probably just been sitting in somebody's wardrobe for ages. My first purchase is this dress from French Connection. I was so happy about buying this because the tag says it is £110, which is kind of insane for a dress, to be honest with you. It is a very nice blush tone with some kind of like gold strandy silk sort of throughout as well, so it has like this nice goldy shift to it, so it's kind of a tiny bit more interesting than just a simple lace dress. So I love this. It is absolutely amazing, and it should have been £110, and plus shipping it ended up to be £12. That is my first and very happy purchase. A dress that's kind of on the same vein, which I got from ASOS. This was actually only £3, which I was incredibly pleased with. And it has this beautiful lace detailing, nice open back, and it's quite flowy. It's kind of a nice mix between, because it's kind of got this quite average material, but it's also got this very nice lace detailing. So it's kind of a mix between a day dress and a going out dress, which I like having dresses which I can basically wear in any kind of scenario, and this kind of works for both. Or maybe like a transition dress if you're going day to night. The last dress, this was a bit of an impulse purchase, I will say. This one was £16, but look at that detailing of the colour. This is just absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of watercolour paintings, and it's got this nice black detailing on it as well, so it's kind of a graphic, sort of more, I think it's kind of like a more modern style. I feel like if this black wasn't here, it would feel very sort of 50s style, even though the neck itself isn't very 50s, but this kind of, with the mesh here, kind of makes it feel more modern. It's also got a lot of underskirt layers, and luckily it has both tooling and a back as well here, so it doesn't mean that this is going to be really irritating. Again, it is a dress that I could wear for a special occasion, but also just kind of like as a day dress. I know some people won't wear something as fancy like this as a day dress, but I think it will work if you style it down with some sandals instead of some heels. One thing that I did purchase, which I did realise is way too small for me, is this Topshop crop top. And to give you a sneak preview into some of the other fashion videos I'm doing a alteration to this top and making it fit better. So I will show you how I take a crop top and make it actually fit. The very final thing I got, which I'm incredibly happy with, is a nice tulle skirt. This is from Boohoo originally. I have been looking at Boohoo tulle skirts for quite a while. They are some of the only mainstream brands I've found that actually do proper tulle skirts, and this is a nice black one. I thought when I saw the photo and when I ordered it, it was blue, but I think it was just a photo, but actually I'm kind of glad that it's a black instead of a blue. This has so many layers, it's insane. It has two of these layers, which is kind of like the grid square pattern. So it's two of those. A layer of like general netting to kind of give it a lot more volume. And then also because these bits are quite heavy, so if there was like lots of these, I think this is needed. And then there's also a very nice, very comfortable, quite thick actually, underskirt here. So it means that none of this thick netting or anything else is kind of on physically on the skin. This is quite coarse, but this is quite smooth, which I do like, meaning that you've got the coarse netting that actually gives it a lot more volume. It's still there, but it's kind of hidden underneath of these, which is a lot more soft, and then the underneath is a lot more soft as well. This is absolutely gorgeous. I wore it the other day and got a lot of compliments for it, and I just feel really nice in this. It's also a good length, it's not too long, it's just knee length, which is nice. That was my second-hand haul. I hope you guys liked this. I will have a few more second-hand videos and a few more fashion videos coming up in the next few months as well, which I'm very excited to do because I've been firmly cruelty-free beauty and lifestyle at the moment, but it'd be nice to kind of go into the ethical fashion realm. Yes, and if you have any recommendations about websites and information that I can find out where is the more ethical places to shop on the high street, that would be grand, because sometimes you need basic things and you can't find like a basic t-shirt in a charity shop or on eBay. So yeah, that is it for me today, and I shall talk to you guys later. Bye!